Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to teach login form and registration form with validation, how to set the hash password when you are logging using Spring Boot and Vue.js. So let I show the demo first. So you can see here, first I am going to go to the registration page, the register, to the register link, right? Register page. Now I am going to register new user. I'm going to new user as Joe. First name. This one should be joe at gmail.com. Password I am going to 3123. Click save button. Saved. Now we have to check the Spring Boot application database over here. Here, Joe, the email address is a name. Here, password should be, it will be created as a hash password. This is a security password, right? So now I'm going to go to login the system. So go to the login. You can see the login. Here you can see here. If you type job at gmail.com, password type as wrong password, incorrect email or password not match, right? So if you have typed the email address wrong, here email not exist, right? Now if you have typed correct email with password along with the password, here welcome to the new page, right? So how to make this step by step we'll teach. I'm going to uh, I'm going to uh, type Spring Boot, Spring Initializer. You get it this one. Click on this. Here, this is the here where we have configured our project. So first we have to click on the Maven project Maven. I need Maven with Java language Java. So here Spring Boot application they are set it as this one defaultly. We select as it is, right? So here Spring Boot here we have to group I have set it here as example, right? Here name only we have given here as here just give the name here as registration login, register login. I give the name, right? So here this is the package com example register login. Okay, here this one should be 8 Java 8. I have installed in our machine Java 8. Here you have, if you are install, I have recommended the Java 8 is a stable version. You have download them, right, and install them. After that, you have set the dependency. Click add dependency. Here, first I am going to add the dependency as JPA. Second one, I am going to add it here as web. Sorry, web we no need then. JPA. Second one should be MySQL. We need a MySQL. Here we have to add as a web as well. Okay, we need this one also well. After that, we have security. Security, Spring security. This one as well. This all the dependency we need there, right? After that, click generated. Now you have here the file will be downloaded. Now we have to configure it, right? We have to open on the IntelliJ IDEA. So here go show. I just cut off this one back to my F drive. Here I'm going to paste it. Right click, extract file, click OK. Right, now the application is this one. Now this one I will open on the IntelliJ IDEA. So go to the IntelliJ, you have to open them. Open. Where we have put it as F drive, which name is registration and login. When you open the file, be careful how to open. I'll be teach you. Okay, so here what's the name? Registration. Register login here. Don't open, click and open. Okay, so don't open this way. Here inside this folder we have expanded. Inside the folder where there is a folder which is created login, register login. Click on this folder and open it. Okay, I have opened, right? Trust project. I'm going to open a new window. Go through that project guidance so that I open on the new terminal. So here you have to wait that here so all the dependencies get installed. You don't do anything else. It will be getting the whatever dependency you have put it here on the pom.xml. All the dependency will be configuring here. Here dependency here. So don't close it. You have to wait until the dependency get installed. After install them, you can have this folder. Okay, here all the dependencies, get all of them, you will be able to expand it. This is your project. Here, go to the form.xml. Here you all the dependencies is installed. Here you can see here whatever dependency you are selected here, JPA and security and web MySQL connector. These are the dependencies you have selected. Okay, the security must be we select as a select login. This one, okay, we have security is needed. This dependency also needed, right? So if you want to add the another dependencies, if you are forgot to add the dependencies over here, how to add the dependencies? You type whatever your MySQL. Okay, okay. I take the example of MySQL. If you are forgotten to add the dependencies, so how to get them? Maven. You type mbn MySQL. Sorry, mbn, not mbbn. It goes to dependency. It goes to the respective dependency page. MySQL connect here. Here you can get the version, right? So you just don't get the new one. Latest one you have to get at least it's by this one. To get it, here you have to select the dependencies, copy it, and paste it on the form.xml file. Go and have it here. You just paste it over here. Then it will be applied, right? So it applies. So here you just paste it. Will be check here. This kind of loading bar will be there here. You click on this one, it will be applied, right? It's already there. That's why it will be taking error. Okay, it's already there, right? Perfect. Right. Now let's go to the project. Right. First, I'm going to go to src main Java. Inside the Java, we have our registration login. This is our main method of Java. This is the main method. It will reside on the src main Java. This is the package. It will be defaultly. It will be installed. Right. Now here first I'm going to create a new controller. So right click, new package. This one should be the controller. So first, what is the controller? I'm going to employee controller. Employee controller. Right. I'll give the name as here employee controller. Sorry. Controller. Right. The employee controller has been created. Now we have to add the another things, DTO, an entity, right? Repo service, right? You have to create these following packages. Second package is DTO. Third one is entity. Entity. Depend DTO employee controller entity. Another package we need is service. After the repo, here we have to select the your query will be okay. Repo is the part where communicate with the database, right? So here, right? So the controller, it will be managing the project. So another one is we have to forget it. That's a config. This one should be the must. Right. Perfect. Okay, these are the packages you must create it. Right. Now, first what I am going to do is controller. Right click here. Oh, your class, you have created class here. The class selected class. This class we have created as employee controller. Right. So empty controller. Now we have to add the annotation. This following annotation we have to add it. We go to the employee controller. REST controller cross origin. Okay, it will be this one should be must when you are connect with the front end application. Request mapping. This is the API we are setting. Okay, this is a RESTful API. So you have to implement the REST controller. So this since Springboard, how to manage they all the project structure, they are implement the annotation. So it's simply this is a RESTful API. So you have write the at the RESTful API. So you have write REST controller. You have to implement it here. After that, this one work for the front end part. If you connect the front end, okay, this is a back end. Is a cross origin is must. Second one, third one should be the request mapping. Why we implement this annotation? This annotation we are implement the here where we have to add the RESTful API request. Okay, so we have to set the path. So here like this. You have to. This is the correct way you add it. You have to write like this. API, which this one you have to write slash version. This is employee. Right, employee means this is how we have write the request. Okay, right, the like this here. Right, this one should be the port. What is the port you are setting? Right, so we have talk it little bit later on this one. We have to understand so far. This is must. Right. After that, employee controller, what I'm going to do is here. First, I'm going to create the function. So how to create the functions? First, you have to write this like this. Postman, this function. Right. So I'll write here. I just copy and paste it. So here, because it take too much of time to complete it otherwise, right? So first you have to write postman. A postman. This is post request. Postman. Post mapping. Because we are posting the values. When you save the record, we are posting the values. Okay, so we are ready to post mapping. When you get the values from the database, that is get mapping. So the postman path save. When the request is coming like save here, if you write save here, when the request is saved, I already saw this one. Record will be saved in the database. So we have to write a save here. So you have to write implement the functions public string save employee body request. We have to get the details from the DTO. We are the employee DTO. Here we haven't created this class, so we have to show this trademark, right? Right. Okay. We get the details from where employee DTO. Right. Now first, I'm going to create the entities. Right. So entity. After that, we have to create the DTO. Right. Entity class. Let's select as employee. Right. Employee as employee name. So address. So employee name, username, password. Right. The 3 fields enough. If you want more field, you have to add it. Okay. Employee name, first name, last name, mobile number, age, all the whatever you can add it. Okay. In this example, I added this 3. Okay. If you want, you add it. Right. So before that, you have set like this. If it is entity, you have set this called the annotation entity and table. Right. What is a table? You have to create on the database. Right. So here you have to add you have to call the entities here. This annotation. Okay. Right. I just copy and paste it. You have to write yourself. Okay. So how to write it here? Simply you have to annotation entity. You have to get it there. Here. Click on here, get them. Right. You have to get them here. If you import it, it is coming. Okay. If I copy and paste it, it asks red mark because you have to implement the package. So here, how to implement the package? Alt plus enter. Then it asks import the class. This is a class inside of the package. It will import. Right. Okay. That's it. Okay. This is how we have implement the annotation. Okay. This is a table name employee. Why this table name? The database table is all the records should be saved in our database table. So the table name I have here. Here I have implemented here as employee. The employee this employee name in our database tables will be created. Right. Now here I'm going to create this following attributes. What are the attributes student has? So here, let's copy it and paste it. I will be explained. Don't worry. First here ID, right? ID. So here to implement the annotation here ID. Here. So write ID. You get the ID. Right. Okay, ID. After that column. So here will not press enter key. Then only all things are classes are important. Right. So this is a column. Column. This is a column where in our database. So it will be auto increment employee ID. Its length I given as 45. Generate value here set as generation type auto mean when the record is added, the employee ID will be added automatically. So we have set like this. Right? Length I have set it 45. This is the attribute I have set at employee ID. This is the column database column name. This is our form. Our RESTful API we are sent like this employee ID. Right. Now here this one second column I'm going to set employee name. Employee name we have to create in our database table. Employee name look like this. Okay, so here if you want to stored here. So here the example here, right here, the earlier example I show you, this one, right? In our form field, this RESTful API you have to write like this. Okay, your form field, you are set here, you are write like this. Okay, this is a form field, this is the database we have set it. Okay, right? That's how we have created. Okay, right? So database we have created employee name, given the length, this is the length, this is the employee name. Second, third one is a email and password. These are the attributes we have set, right? So this is ID field, so that we have to give the annotation ID. This is a column. This is the auto increment. These three things we have set it to the ID. Rest of the column we have only one annotation is there, column. We have given the column name only. What's the column in your database? This record should be added. You have to given here, right? Now let's add the constructor and non parameter constructor and empty constructor and get and set method and string function. These are must. Okay, these all the values we are getting to the outside. We need that function. So right click. So this one right click. You don't need to type it. There's generate. Here generate constructor. First, to all things. All on shift key down and select all. Okay, you're getting all the construct values. So constructor, the values are coming via the constructor here, employee name, email, password, like this. Right. Second one, right click, generate constructor. This is none constructor, none, the empty constructor. After that, you have to implement the get and set method. Right click, generate get and set method, select all the things. So we need a get and set method here. All get and set method will be selected, right? What happened here? Set it. Okay, right. After that we need another one. Right click, generate. We need this one string, toString method also we need. Click OK. Right, perfect. This is how we have add the entities. Okay, this the entity will be calling to the database, right? Add the data into the database. So here, right now what I'm going to do is I need a DTO part, right? DTO, I'm going to create this all things. We need only the DTO class, new class, this employee DTO, right? Employee DTO. Here we need only the things. We no need to do this all the things. We copy it. Just copy this on the things. You have to paste it the DTO. Nothing to do it. Only the values we need. These all things we no need it. We have to cut it. This only the things. Here we are not creating the table and only the passing the values. So we have to do the DTO also, like this. Simple. Okay. DTO. This is how we have created the DTO. Employee DTO. Right. The DTO also we have to set the all things. But things. Right click, generate. We need a constructor. All the constructor, select and okay. After that we have to select the get and set method and empty constructor. You have to get the empty constructor, none. After that you have to write the get and set method as well. So right click, generate get and set method as well, select all and get and set method as well. Right. After that we have need a string also. Right click, strings function also need. Generate string. That's it. That's the thing here, right? Okay. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is, now we have a DTO. Now here when the customer comes, here this employee DTO is there. It's a DTO. Okay, first what you're going to do is you have to import the class. So you have to select here, Alt enter mean, yeah, I just copy and paste it so that you are coming here like this. Here, when the request is coming via DTO, these are the records. Okay, so it goes to the DTO, right? So DTO, so we have to DTO we have create the here this is the object. We have to create the employee object DTO. Right here we have to write, we have to call it here. So this one, what is the request are coming when the postman is coming to the controller. So here when the request is coming is save It's coming to the controller, put it here and passing to here. Okay. So here it go to the, it's calling the employee service, add the employee method. So now we didn't write the employee service and all. So now I'm going to go to create an employee service here. You are trying to create a class employee service. So here, what's the class employee service? Right, the employee service. Right. So the employee service class. Employee service. Sorry, employee service is not a class. Sorry for that. This one, service, select this one, new Java class, employee service is not a class, which is an interface. We are calling this interface. Only we can't do anything, only we have to declare the method only, this interface, right? This interface, right? The interface, we have to, this one, the employee service, right? Employee service. So the employee service, we have to call the annotation, auto-aware annotation also we have to call. Right? So how to declare the annotation? This one. Auto-aware. Sorry. Here. Not here, this inside the class. Right. Auto-aware. Right. So we have employee services there. So it will be here. Right. Employee service. The employee service, you write here. Employee service, this one here. The employee service class, the employee service. The same name you write employee service, right? Right. Now here we have to create the method. You don't need to create. Click on here. Create method should be there. Click on this. It will be created here. Okay. It automatically create the method. You don't need to create it. Okay. Right. Perfect. It's working perfect. Right. Now what I'm going to do is it's working perfect. No problem. Right. Now after that, what you're going to do is I'm going to select the service. I'm going to create the another package which is a IMPL. It's the implementation. IMPL. Right? Here we have to create another class which is a employee IMPL. Right? Employee IMPL. Select the package, new class. You have to create as employee IMPL. IMPL. You have to create the class like this. Now this IMPL class is created successfully. Now I have to implement this interface, employer interface, right? So you have to write the key, you have to type implements employee service. You have to get this class, right? So this class getting. Now it is not a error. It asks to implement this method. We have to return the method, but we just implement the method only. We have to work through this method here, right? So click on here this bulb icon, implement this method. This method, click OK. Right. It is implemented successfully. Right. Now here what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the records into the database. Right. So before that, now this is the flow we are working. Control it is throwing the record to service. Service will be passing the record to repo. So repo also we have to create the repo as well. So you have to write class employee repo. This is also the interface, not a class, interface. You have to create repo interface. Right. Now here what I'm going to do is this interface, I'm going to implement these annotations. What are the annotations? Enable JPA repository and repository. We have to implement these two annotation, which will be managed in the repository part. Right. After that, we have to write extend. You have to write like this. This class, this interface, you have to write the extends keyword, extends JPA repository. Here, employee, which is entity. Here, this first one should be integer mean. This is the ID. What's the ID in the entity? What is the type? It's an integer type. This is integer type. You have to write the integer type, int type. So you have to, what's the ID? It's a primary key. What is the primary key you have set it? If it is integer, you have to set here as integer. That's why you have to select as integer. So here it asks to import the entity. So select this one. Alt enter, it import the class. Right, that's it. If you're writing, you just step by step you're trying to extend our JP repository employee integer, right? Okay, if I return and explain it, they take too much of time to complete this project. Okay, now here what I'm going to do is that's it. That's the thing you have to write. Okay, that's the thing we have to write. Right. Now let's back to my IMPL. Here I have to call our uh, repo. So your repo, we have to auto-wait, we have to write here is repo. You have to write auto-wait, you have to write this repo. This class is repo. You have to write like this. So here it employee repo. It asks employee the class. Right, perfect. Right, it's perfect. Now what I'm going to do is here, employee and here we have to return the so null. You have to write here. I'll be explaining, don't worry. Just copy and paste it and I'll be explaining, don't worry. Right. Now here what I did here is, right? So here, this class, I have to return the employee. Employee means this is entity. Employee class entity. You have to create the object employee, new employee. We have to create the object employee, right? The employee class, this is employee class. We have to use this all the properties. Okay, ID should be auto increment. We don't need them. We need employee name, email, and password, right? We have to type like this employee name, password. So here the same thing. It will be coming to the employee service here. So the data is coming from the DTO, employee DTO. So this is employee DTO. So employee DTO. So you are trying to employee DTO. So employee DTO object here employee DTO, right? It's coming here. Get the data and set into the entity. So how to set the entity employee? This entity we have to create the object employee. This GTO object dot get employee ID, employee name. So we have another field which is a password. The password should be, what is the password? This encoder, we have to set the hash password. So we have to write the password encoder. So this class also, we have to add this annotation. Okay, so write private password encoder, So here this class you have to write. Okay, then only we have to add the encode password. So when we are not set the password like normal password you can't set. You have to write a security password. Okay, so you have to call private password encoder password hash password. You have to password encode. So you have to write this password encoder encode whatever password you type, it will be encoded and save it. That's the thing you have to write. After that, click save button. It will return back to the get employee name. So okay, this is a get employee name. So you have to write get employee name. This name get employee name. Employee class there is the property. Why it's not getting get employee name? So you have to write the get employee. What is the name? Sorry, we have to implement this class. That's why it's there. Employee get employee name. Right. Okay. Right. Perfect. This one you'll get it right. The detail, the employee ID, employee name. This one should be auto increment. This one employee name, employee address, email address, password. You set it and it's called the repo. This repo employee repo also here you have to auto where dot save method. There's in repo there's a default method which save. You have to call this employee object over here. Record is saved. The record is coming via the DTO. It's set into the entity. After that, it's all the record will be saved in the entity object. Entity object you are calling to the repo, right? It will be saved. The repo is a part where I communicate the database and add the record into the database. After that, it will be returned back to the message employee get employee name. What's the employee name you are written here? It will be getting. If you have the ID also passed, your ID also you can get it. Okay, this is the thing. The record is added. Okay, very simple. Right now, let's save all. Right now we go to the resources folder application property. Here we have to configure our database connection, right? So do you not need this all the source code I provide you, don't worry. Here the application property, here I just copy and paste here. The application properties, here we have configure all the database configuration. Okay, so a Spring Boot application name. This is our registration login. I just give that project name, right? This is the port where we are running the server. So okay, if you want to change the port, I'm going to change the port as 98090. This is the port where my project need to run. So we have to set the port like this. Here JPA Hibernate select at create. So in the first time we have create the database, you have create. This one should be our MySQL driver. You have to specify the MySQL driver. Right. After that, Spring data source. Here your database connection you have given here. This is the port in our localhost. This is our database I have created. Whatever name. I'm going to get the name as DB Office. This is a database name I have to create. Create database. If not exit true. Okay, the simple code. Okay, this is the while you installing the uh, MySQL workbench. Okay, what is the username and password you are given? You have to write like this. Okay, you have to the MySQL workbench. If you are not installed MySQL workbench, you have to install the MySQL workbench. Here we have to connect with the databases, right? MySQL workbench. You have to install that, right? Okay. After that, you have to write this simple JPA configuration. You have to write like this. Okay, this is all the source code I provide you. You just copy and paste it. You have to understand what is here. This code only have to work. This is a default JPA configuration. When you install the MySQL connection, this is the database I have created. This is username and password you set, right? This is the database I haven't created it. Now I'm going to create a database. Okay, so this is simple stuff. Now let's create a database. So all things I will delete right here. Let's run and check whether it's working fine or not. Go to the controller. Now let's run the project. Now you can see here the database is created. The table has been, all things are here created. Here create the tables. You can see here, right? So you can see check. After that, what you're going to do is you have to go to the database section. Your database. You are not doing anything else. You have to create the database. Okay, so here click on here database, data source. Here, what is the name here? We given application property. This is DB Office. So go to the database here. You can see the database. Click on this data source. You have to get the database MySQL. So localhost. Username is root. Password is root 123. Database is DB Office. You can check the connectivity. Connection success. Okay, connection success, right? Click apply. Okay. Now you can check the database. This is a database configuration. Your table. Here's a table which is an employee. These are the following. These are all the things related successful. Right? Okay. Right. This is how you have created the everything. Right. Now let's do the another thing is we no need have any problem. Let's test that whether the record is added or not. Right. Now you can see here the port. What is the port you have given here? 8090 is the port. Okay. So if you are not download the Postman, you have download the Postman. You have type HTTP. You have select here as a post request. So HTTP / localhost. Here you have to specify the port. What is the post you are given? After that, this one should be the API. How to get this API? You have set it here. You can see here. Here this is the API. You have set it here. API version employee. This V1 in the version. Okay, this is must. This is the efficient way to set the API. / when the request is coming save, it goes to the it goes to save method here. What does is first get the records from the DTO and in passing to the service. Service will be passing to the repo. Okay, that's how the flow is working. Now let's check. Okay, before that, we have a do anything else here. The config, we have to create the configuration part. So the password security, here we have a separate configure password here, this one. We go to the IMPL, you can see here, we have implement the password encoder. So we have to add the config, we have create the package, we have to new add the class, you type config, security config, you have to create the class. So that purpose, here we have to give the, you have to import the class. So you have to write like this. You have to talk the bean, you have to set the bean here, bean, password encoder, you have to set this password encoder here. Here we have to import the class. You have to type like this. Okay, bean password encoder. You type password encoder, right? Okay, right. You have to type like this password encoder. This one. Okay, return this password. Okay, so then only now you can see and check. Here also you can check here the configuration. You try the configuration here. Configuration annotation. You write configuration. This annotation. This is the configuration. This is the configuration annotation. Now let's run and check. Now it's working. Now it's working. You can see this. Now it's working. Now let's test it whether it's the coding is working or not. Right now, what I'm going to do is we have already see this is our localhost. This is a port where we running our service. So which port? You can go to the project. You can see inside the application property. This is a port we set it. Okay, so localhost that post and employee control. This is the URL API version employee. So employee version employee the save method. You can see the save method, right? So let's try on this. Click on this. Go to the body. Here it's working, right? Now let's go and check it. The database. Double click on this. Here it's working. Okay, here the password will be created here like this. Okay, now perfect. It's working perfectly well. Now if there are any problem while create this security, so here go to the main method registration login application. You have to write like this. Spring Boot only this annotation will there. This is the main class, our main class. Here you have to write this exclude Spring auto the security auto configuration class. You have to write like this. You have to get exclude. Then it's work, right? If there any problem while you get it, right? Okay, you have to implement this one. That's it. That's the thing you have to write. Right. Now after that we have to start with the login. Now let's start the logging. So first login, the entity also the same entity. So here we have a DTO. We have in login, we have to create the different DTO. New class. This one should be the login DTO. So to get the login DTO, right? Class. Here you have to write. You have to implement this following method. Here only. We need only do these two fields. Okay, this DTO go through these fields. Okay, this DTO as we have these two fields have email and password only we are checking. So then what you are going to do is you have to write first you have to add a constructor. So generate constructor, hold on shift key down and select both. After the empty constructor you have set the empty constructor. After that you have get and set method, you have generate the get and set method. After that you have set the string value. Right click, generate string, to string method. That's it. That's the thing you have to write. Okay. After that you have to go to the controller, employee controller. You have to write, you have to implement this one, this method when the request is coming. Right, I just copy and paste it and I'll be explained, don't worry. This course code I provide you. You write post mapping path login. If you type like this login, it goes to the login function. Okay, right here this one you have to write public response entity. You have to write the response. This is a response. You have to get the response, right? Whether password is succeed or not. Okay, you have to write the login function. Request body this DTO. You have to import this DTO. So you write this alt and you have to import the class. Already have. If any red shown, you have to click on here, press alt and enter, it will be gone. Okay, so here this login message, we haven't created this class. Okay, employee service and check it, login employee. Okay, so here we have to create the class. This one we have to create. Click on this, create the employee service. Right, login, it will be created. Now what you are going to do is here, go to the IMPL. So IMPL section, you have to import it. Here, click on here, implement the method. Click, the method will be imported. Here, it will be imported successfully. Now what I'm going to do is here we have to login message. The message will be displayed. Okay, so we have to create simply this section, response section, payload response, right? So here write this one, message, login message. So here write here, go right here. What you're going to do is we have to go to here. I'm going to create another package. Select this one, and the package you have to create response. Here you have to create the class login response. I get login response. So login response, right? Now here what I'm going to do is here we have to this class we have a two message and status, right? You have to create. Here also you have to import the get and set method. So generate constructor, we have two argument constructor, we have to pass the empty constructor as well. Generate empty constructor none. After that you have to generate the get and set method. After that you have to set another one thing is toString. Select this one, generate toString method. Also we have to implement these all things. Perfect. Right. Now what I'm going to do is this one login response. You have to go to the controller. This one login response. But you have to mark. You have to import the class or present. Okay. Login response, right? The login response, right? So here the same thing name we have to given here. These are also login response. You have to create this response. The same thing copied. This one also copied and paste it over here. Login response. This class use the IMPL also login response. Okay, login response, right? Login response, right? Login response. So login response. Sorry, login response. Right. Login response. Here the same thing. Service also login response. Right. Perfect. Right. Now what I'm going to do is here I'm going to check it. Right. So how to check it? IMPL is a login checker. Just copy it and paste. I will be explaining, don't worry. Okay. Right. Now here what I'm going to do is this on all the things are login response. Right. Here what I did here is here when the URL coming to the controller here login it's goes you get the details only employee DTO coming this only email and password passing to this controller, get them, receive them and pass into the where service employee service login method. So it goes to the login method over here. Okay, method here. This one will be passing to the implementation here. Now here get the data and here check it. First you have to create the variable message. employee, you have to write employee 1. You have to create the employee 1 object. Here we have to go and check the repo. So repo, go to the employee repo. Here we have these two things. We have to copy, and this one we have to paste it here. Our repo, which has the repo here created, paste inside here. Right. So in repo, you have to write optional employee. You have to find one by email and password. Okay. What is the password coming from the DTO? You have to pass it here and check it. Okay. This is the simple select story. After that, we have to separately we have to check the email also, whether the email is valid or not. Find email. Right. So let's back to our IMPL. So here you check here. But you have to check repo find email. Here the email is valid. The email is valid email. It's go and check here this one. If it is not null records, here our what is the password you are getting, password encode password, you have to get the encode password. You have to write here boolean password, right? You have to write encoder match. You have to start with your match password encode match. You have to write like this. And here we have to check it if the username and password valid or not. Optional employee repo find what is the email ID getting and password. If it is match, if it is present, mean there is a function which is a present. The password is username and password, those are match, login success, otherwise login failure, right? Login fail. Okay, right? Okay, after that, if the ID password not match, it will be passing error, password not match. If there is any error of the email, this email is not valid here. First, you have to check the email first. If the email is not valid, it will be written the message as email is not exist. Okay, we have put the message as right. Now let's test that. Again, we have to run the query and check it. Right. Now I am going to add the new record. Here I am going to add the James. You have to write James Gmail. Here password is this, right? Now let's send record added. Now I'm going to test that through login. Here you have to write login. Right, login. Test whether it's working fine or not. Click send button. Here record is success. So here this both record is matched. It will be returning the message login success. If there any problem with the email not exist, here you can see here. First we have to validate the email. Then only if the email is exist only, it will be go and check the password. So it will be written email is not exist, right? If their username and password fail, it will be working here login fail. So here if you are writing there, here sorry, what right now if you write the password wrong, you can see here password not match. Okay, password not match. Right here it's working. It's a login success. It's very simple. This is how we have make the simple login and we make the login and registration page using the hash password. All the source code I provide you. Thank you for watching. Our backend part is finished. Now I'm going to make the front end part, which is a Vue.js. So I'm going to go to create the folder. Okay, I'm going to create the folder Vue Spring. Right here we are inside the folder. I'm going to create the project. So you have type cmd command. Right. The better way your practice is you have create one simple folder, which is a your login and registration. Inside the folder you have to put two different folder. Okay, front end and back end. Okay, I have the example purpose. I will show like this. Okay, Springboard Vue Spring. Inside here I'm going to install my project. Okay, Vue.js. So here install the Vue.js. You have to type npm install this command. First you have to configure this one, right? npm install g Vue.js, right? Here all the things are there in my tutors funny website. You will be able to check it, right? You have all the things. After the command, you have to type this one to create your front end application. You have to wait until this dependencies get installing. Then only you will be able to. You don't close it. Okay. Okay. You have to wait until the things is getting installed. They install successfully. Now I'm going to install this one. Init webpack. You can give any name here. I have given as a front end. You can give as front end anything name here. Okay, your application name relevant to your application name. If it is a student management system, front end student management system, like that. Press enter key. You have to now you have to configure the project. It's downloading the templates. We don't need to enter this one. I just press blank. Okay, here if you need, you can give the project description and name as well. I need the view router. Yes, here yes. Here you have to select as a standard one. Yes, why? Here you have to select as a karma. Here you have to select this one. Get the help of your up and down arrow key on your keyboard. You can get this one. Right. Here nightmare. Yes. You have to select as npm. Okay, npm install. Right. Press enter key. You have to wait until the dependency get installed. That is the thing you have to do. Right. You have to wait until the dependency get installed. Now you can see the installation has been completed successfully. Now you have to go inside this folder front end. So how to go? CD front end. You type CD front end. That's it. Now I'm going to run the command npm run dev. That's it. Now you can see the application is started. You can see here the application is started. You will be able to see the welcome page of Vue.js. Now you can see this project is running. It assigned the port look like this. Here, if you are running the project, it will be defaultly assigning the port as 8080 because I already run one application, so that it will be configured the port 8081. Otherwise, the default port will be 8080. Now I just copy this one and paste on the browser, and here you will be able to see this is the welcome page of Vue.js. That's the welcome page, right? Now what I'm going to do is here. This project I'm going to open on the VS Code editor. So how to open the VS Code editor? This is the project. Okay, go inside the project. Type here cmd code space dot. So all the project will be open on the VS Code editor. Look like this. Right. Now yes, trust authors. Welcome here to this one. You can get src. You can assets, components. You can see all the things. This is the structure of the Vue.js. Right. Now first, what I'm going to do is you have to go to the file which is a app view, right? So here there is a logo. This all the things are displayed here. Logo and all the things are displayed over here. Display logo. I no need this one. I am going to this div. All the things we have to remove it. Only keep router view. Here don't remove this one router view. If you are remove it, your router is not working. Okay, right? This style, all the things we don't need them at the moment. You have to get rid of these lines, right? Only we have to run this one. Okay, so here this is a single page application. Here this is a page is index.html. This is a running first. It calling the app. App means this is app. Here it's calling here. Right here, what is the route you are mentioning? It will be working. What is the route mean? It goes to route. Route here, go to the routes. Inside the route index.js. Here what is the route you are calling first? Here hello. This is the component you are calling. Here this component go to the inside the component folder. This is component is working. Right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to create a new component. How to create a new component? Select the component folder, new file. First component I'm going to create as register.view. That's it. That's the thing you have to create. Right. This is your default component. I just all the things I'm going to remove it. Keep only the template. So this one where the explanation purpose I just this all things I remove. The only thing here. This is a simple component. Here you have to where you have to design your HTML files. Here your logic. Logic means the coding, all the things are managed by inside the script. The script is started. Your script is closed. So close it here. That's it. Right? So the component which name is hello world. If you create a new component, I just copy this one, same component. Here, you have to paste it over here. Register. Here only what is the thing you have to change it. The component which name is register. Register. This is a register component. That's the thing you have to only make the changes as a register component. That's the thing you have to make the change. That's it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to create the registration form design. So back to my form design. I'll be explaining, don't worry. If I return step by step, it take too much of time to complete the project, so that I have already done it. Inside the template, I have to paste the HTML. So you can see the HTML tab key, align the tab key here. Right. Now you can see here, div class row. This is a bootstrap style. Okay. So before that, I'm going to attach the bootstrap style. So how to attach the bootstrap style? You have to go to the bootstrap bootstrap website. Type on the Google search bootstrap. The first link. Click on this. This is the official website of Bootstrap. You have to get the link over here. There's CDN. Here, this is a link. You just copy the clipboard back to your project. Inside the project, there is an attack. Inside the attack, you have to paste this link. Right? You have to paste this link. The Bootstrap will be applied in your project. Right? Now here, after that, go to the registration form. You have to design the registration form. Here you can see row, simple row. You have a simple things. Right here, this is the size we have mentioned called SM4. So it's heading login. Your form tag is started, forms tag is close it. Here simply we have a this is the login page. We have to do the registration page. Sorry, right, this is a registration page. Sorry, I copied wrongly. Right. Okay, this is a simple form page. This form consists of first name, email and password. Right. So first name you have to make it as the employee name. Change it as employee name, email and password. Here simple. This is the two-way binding. I will be explained in few minutes. What is the purpose we are writing the two-way binding over here? V model. This is the same like a basic HTML. Employee name. This is a bootstrap. These all the things are bootstrap. Right. This is a input box consists of the email field. This is a password field. Okay, only the text only we have the employee name, also the text type. Input type is text. This input type is a email. This is a password. Okay, if you are write like this, you not need to write any validation. Okay, the validation is making here. Right. We have one submit button. The value which is a save. Right. What you are going to do is next. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write the logic. So logic we have to write over here the script. So let's back to our project. I'll be explaining. Don't worry. This is the logic. I just copy and paste it. Instead of writing, it will be reduce the time. Okay, loss. Right, the register. Right. Okay. Here you can see here. First, we have to install the XOCS. What is this? What is the meaning of this class? It will be manage the Restful API. Okay, if you are connect with the Spring Boot web API to Vue.js as a front end, so you need an API. If you want to access the API, you need this dependency XOCS. Otherwise, you can't make any response. You can't send the request and you can't get the response. Okay, so you have to install this one and you have to use this one Vue.js. Right? That's the thing you have to write. Here you have to implement in the JavaScript. This script means JavaScript. You have to import the Vue.js Vue. After that, you have to connect with the front end. This is the make the connection. Right? So that you have to write manage the Restful API. You have to write like this XOCS. Right? After that, export. Here we have to name this page, which is a register page. Return this result. You have to write get the result. Here we have to create a simple array, which name is employee. Employee table consists of this following page. This is the front end. You will be able to employee name, the back end. These are the value we are set it here. Employee name, email and password. The same name I have to put it over here as well. Employee name, email and password. This is a two-way binding. If you implement this one we have to call it here. We write V model employee means this employee. This name you have set it over here. What is the value you are typing on the text field? It's getting and storing here. What's the value you are typing that email? This value is storing here. What the password you are typing on this password field? It will be storing here. This is the way you are get your two-way binding method. After that, when you click the save button, it goes to the save data. Okay, the save data I'll be explaining. Save data without reloading the page. You have to write submit prevent. What we implemented here as without loading the page. That's why you have to implement the function which is a prevent, right? Here you can see inside the method, you can see the first you have created mounts. After that, we have get a create method. The methods, they are implement the methods. Inside the method, you have created save data. Here, if you click on this save button, it goes to the method which is save data method. The save data method, here we access as post, you have to go to the that particular API. What is the API? This is the API, save API. Here we created the save API in our Spring Boot application. Here you can see, go to, if you find out your controller, you can see here API v employee save. Okay, the save. What is the port? We have tested this port on and all everything. Here the port is, this is the port. We tested all the things, right? So here we have to configure the same URL. We copy it and paste it over here. That's the stuff I did it, right? After this employee mean, you have to save the data. Where's the data? Data is coming from here. This form. This form, all the data is there. So you have to call this array function here. This all the employee name, email, and password, all the things are put into this array, employee array. This employee array, simply you have to call it here. This means this class dot employee, right? After that, if the all things are correct, you can get the message employee registration successfully. That's it. Otherwise, fail. Right? That's it. That's the thing you have to write. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's the thing you have to write. That's how we have to implement the employee registration. Right? Now let's save all. Go back to our routes. Here we have to implement this route. What's the route? Register. You have to register. So route register. You have to paste it over here. Yeah, you have to write this one. If you call it the register route, I have to go to this routes. Okay, so this one you have mentioned here inside the component folder. We have another registration page. The register, you have to register over here. Okay, only the first route. We don't need this page all over. This page we don't need it. When the form is loaded, we have to go to. Now let's test that. What happened? Frontend. Right here, first go to this one. I'm going to make it as register. Why it's not in? White. Right, let's. What is the error here is, you can see here the exos, this one error. We haven't add these dependencies. So we have to add the dependencies. So to go to terminal, new terminal. You have to install the dependency npm ixos. You type this one. You have to wait until this dependency get installed. Okay, this is a dependency, we have to install them. After that, we have to install the another dependency which is a router. That dependency is must. That's why here the view router. This one also we have to implement that. Okay, that we haven't download this dependency. After install that one also we have to edit. Okay, so we have to connect the internet. That's what the problem. After that dependency installed successfully, I have to install this dependency as well. View router. So you write npm I view router. You have to wait until this router dependency get installed. You have to wait until the router dependency get installed. Right, it will be installed successfully. Now we both dependency get installed successfully. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, now let's go here and check it. Sorry, we have to save this one, save all. Right, what is this? You have to write register. Why it's another cannot resolve the component again? What is the problem? That route, I think the problem is the XOCS save. You have to save. Some of the packages problem. Now if you run the application, now the error go away. Now if you type register slash register, now you can have a registration form for successfully. Now I'm going to able to register new user. Hemis hem@gmail.com, password 123, click save button. Employee registration successfully. Let's back to our project and check. Here it registered successfully. Now what I'm going to do is, here I'm going to, our registration form is completed. Now I'm going to go to the login page. So login, so here we have to create another component which is a login component. So type login view, right? Now what I'm going to do is the login component also the same thing. I'm going to go to, I will be explaining the same thing. I this all the source code I provided, don't worry. Yeah, here I'll paste it here. You can see here simple. Inside the template, what I did here is simple bootstrap form implementation. So here this is the heading. This is, you can see it's a HTML input field. It's a email. Another field is a password along with one button. Here I have the already told you the two-way binding method. Here this one should be email and password. Here I would set it as employee. Just say the employee email, employee password, right? That's the thing. Okay, what is the value you type on this email text box and password text box? It will be, the value will be stored in the two-way binding over here. It will be passing a student, employee, getting the email and password. After that, your check. When you click the button, login button, when you click the login button, it will be check. It goes to the login data. It will be checked along with this request. This is the API we check through the Postman in Spring Boot API. This one, this employee, this array we have to set it here. It will be tested whether the username is the email and username and password match or not. Okay, first it will be get the data as message. Message, this one we have to call into the front end. You can see this one here. When you log in, here, so if you are test the login here, if you test it here, send it, you can see here this is a message. We message and test, and these two things we have implemented in our backend. So this message you have get it over here. Get the data via this data controller like this method. Getting the data dot message. This, if you get this email is not exist, error will be display email not exist. If the message is coming login successfully, it will be the route is pushed into the another page which is a home page. Otherwise, if there is any error problem of the email and address password not match, the display the error as email and password do not match. Right. Now we created another page as well. So home.view. Right. Okay, with the username and password successfully, it will be we want to visit the home page. So we have to visit this page. Right, the same thing. Here simple HTML design template. Here we have to write the hello, welcome to hello home page. This is the home component. You have to write here home component. This is the message it will be displayed. Okay, right. That's it. Now let's back and test that. Okay, now let's test that. Right, now let's go to the set the routes. Here's the route section. We haven't implemented the routes yet. So we have to implement the routes. When the request is coming, register login. So right, first one should be login. First, when you the login. Okay, when you write the login. So when the request is coming, the first one, it should be login. This one should be login. Here also you have copied. Paste it over here. This one should be login. Here also login. Right. Now let's test that. Login. Right. Perfect. What is there? Right. Comma. Right. Now here we need another one is a home. So home page, and the request is coming home. So home, it will generate the home component. Here's another component we have created, home component. So this also, here also you have to give the path of the component where your component resides. So home, home. Save all and check it. Check your browser. What is the order going right? Write it. Here also the problem is a comma is must. Right. Now let's write. Now here first I'll go to the components. If you are bank, it will come in the login page. Now here, if you are test it, here this email address, your password, and you have to type wrongly. Email not exist. So here will be tested the email hemgmail.com, hem@gmail.com, hem will test it, hem@gmail.com, 123 password, click login. It successfully log into the home page. Perfect, right? It's working perfect. Now you will be able to register new user and you will be able to do the login part as well. Thank you for watching. If you have any doubt, you can let me know. Thank you for watching.